Hello. Figured I'd do basically a free-to-play update, kind of show people what I do on my free-to-play kind of account. This is a newer account that I started. It's Castle level 12 right now, but it's purely free-to-play. I did spend 99 cents at the start. That's all I did, and I just for a little pack, and I got him. But basically, things that I focus on this account as a free to play is the main thing is research. Research, you really want to work on your economy first. That's the biggest thing for me. That'll help out is getting economy, because as a free to play, you're always going to struggle with resources and stuff like that to keep upgrading your buildings and things like that. So I would focus more on research first as a free to play. Get this thing going. When you've done all the research that you can on the economy side, then you can focus on the military side. Is basically what I do is every time I upgrade my castle, I basically will upgrade the academy first, and then I start researching. And I do all the research I can on the economy side, and then once I've maxed out everything I can for that castle level, then I go to the military side and I work on this. Just my focus. Another thing that will help out free-to-play players is you want to try to keep your troop training basically going as much as possible. It'll help out a lot. Get your troops up. One thing that I will do sometimes is, or at least I haven't done on this account, is I haven't upgraded my T1s that I've gotten to T2s. Really because you really don't need to, unless it's something that will counter to letting you make up time just before you go to bed, to that way you can set your T2 full research or full training while you're sleeping, so that way you can keep troop training up as much as possible, to try to keep maximizing your troops. Another thing is I upgrade all my RSS buildings first, and then I kind of just start going through the line. I get all my RSS buildings first, and then I start working on my troops buildings second, and then I kind of start working on hospitals and everything else after that. But as a free to play, I really try to upgrade every building first, before I move on to the next. It just kind of helps out in the long run, so that way you're not falling behind as far as hospitals or troops or things like that. It helps out quite a bit. And then as far as commanders, I did choose basically, let me go to here. And as far as me, I did choose Spain, just because it'll help level up my commanders a little bit quicker fighting barbarians. Plus, it'll give me more resources, which is a crucial thing at the beginning, because you're kind of always going to struggle with resources. It's a big problem, especially as you start getting your buildings a little bit higher. Resources are going to be a big problem. Let's see, some other things to focus on. One thing that I will say is, as a free-to-play, set one set of commanders to basically focus on leveling up just through barbarians. All the experience books that you get, work on your gathering commanders. You want to get your gathering commanders basically to level 40, so that way you can get all the way to here. And basically, the way you do that is you basically get all these skills here. Then you'll work on to getting to this next. Just increase your march speed. Then you'll go to this. You'll get that. Then you'll work on to getting to this. Then getting to this. And then getting to this. You do not have to worry about these at all. Or that one at all. But if you basically do that, get your commander to level 40, you'll be able to max out this, which will allow you to gather 20% quicker, I think it is. Or 25%, I can't remember what it is offhand. I think it's 25. It's 20 or 25. That is crucial that you get to that. And then if you want, you can work on getting down to this afterwards to allow your troops to go even faster to the RSS buildings. But that is your number one, is work on this, getting to this and maxing this out. So that way you can get more quicker done. And then getting this done so that way you get a lot more extra RSS offhand. Another thing that I will say is, like, I don't really worry about leveling up all the other commanders. I basically, all my focus is these two are my best right now, so I will level these two up right now. Sending them both out at the same time in one march to barbarian fight. And then what I get as far as skill books, I use on these to level them up. So that way I can get them up to 40 as quick as possible to allow me to gather resources as quick as I can, because that is going to be a big thing for you. Is sending out, so I can send out 3 marches right now, so I send 2 out to gather all the time and 1 out to do barbarians. When I've used up all the action points I've gotten, then I'll send that 3rd march out to gather the other resource that I need. And basically my focus on resources is I work on the ones that I have the least amount of right now. So the 2 marches that I have out there right now, one's farming food, the other one's going to hit wood. And then I kind of try to even them out as much as I possibly can. You kind of want to have your food and wood highest, because when you come into here to the carrier station, which I don't have at the moment up, let me see if I can pull her out by just speeding up one of these real quick. Let's see. Nope. Let's see if I can pull her out. Nope. Oh, there she is. There we go. Now I'll kind of show you what. So, in here, with this mysterious merchant, don't spend any of your gems in here unless it's absolutely like you have to. You really want to just stock up your gems for later on in the game. Unless there's like a gold heads in here that you can use, stuff like that. So I basically, the only things I get in here usually as a free-to-play are just the ones that cost resources. You'll need that. You'll need these, of course. So as far as the rest of the stuff, you don't need to spend gems to get that. You really don't need that. The rest of the stuff you can get basically off of just RSS stuff when it pops up. So it's kind of a waste to spend gems on this stuff. Let's see, there we go, there we go. There. Oh, there's a 24-hour one, there's an 8-hour one, there's an 8-hour one. So, that's kind of what I do with that. Like I said, I try to save my gems up as best I can for later on in the game, because, like I said, they'll be more beneficial later on in the game, because you'll get into, let's see, there it is, into here, and you can get your gold keys out of here, and get your teleports sometimes out of here, depending on the prices that are inside the carrier place. You kind of watch those, and then later on you'll look, because like I said, there's 70% off there, so you'll get a little bit better there. But a big thing is these experience. You'll need them a lot as far as you get up higher. So that's just my thing, is I try and focus on saving gems for later on in the game. You'll need them more. They're more valuable later on in the game. As far as expeditions, you try and want a 3-star as much as you possibly can. You can if you start getting to 2 stars, you can progress a little bit. It'll always help, because you'll get more of these shield or swords that you can use in here. Things that I will focus on as a free-to-play in here are the Starlight Sculptures and the Commanders. The purple and the gold Commanders in here, or Legendary Commanders in here. Don't worry about these up here as much. Because you'll really want to focus on getting the Starlight Sculptures a lot, because you'll need these big time. You won't get these as much as you want, as much as you'll need to level up the Commanders, and then also the Commanders down here. Focus on those two are your big thing. Don't spend gems in here. Only do the free reset. Let's see. Other things to go over here. Tavern. You can kind of wait till you get 10 gold keys before you open up these. I've been kind of doing them as I get them, which isn't the best thing to do. The silver chest, you can just do those right away. There's not a big deal on those. Right now I am fighting level 16s. Right now that's what they give. And as far as barbarians go, even if like I can go up to 17 or fight a 17, I really want to try to minimize as much wounded troops, severely wounded troops as I can. So that way when I'm healing, I'm not using as much resources to heal the severely wounded. So even if I can fight a 17 and defeat it, it's not as beneficial if I end up having to spend more resources to actually heal them than I would get back in return from items or stuff like that, or experience. So that's kind of what I focus on the most as far as that goes. Only, don't spend gems to level up to get these at all, and do not spend gems to get these to level up your castle at all, because castle will be your least priority as a free-to-play player. You'll get them from gifts in the alliance stores, things like that. Joining rallies, you'll get them, so try to join rallies when you can, if it's possible, stuff like that. That's just my focus there. Let's see, other things to go over.